What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Mile Report after what was a great win last night. Um, I was surprised by the result, but we're going to go into the details very shortly. First, I'd like you all to quickly click on the like, subscribe, and notification button so that you're all aware of the latest content when it comes through. And I genuinely appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving so far till this point. Right, let's look at the game. 4-0 in Turin, 4 away goals. Again, Bruno Fernandes coming in with the key goals that pretty much just decided the match before Rashford and Dan James chipped in. I think the big point to make would be the difference Bailly made to the whole team, not just the defence, but you saw that when he was on the team with Maguire, they're a much better defence, and they also play higher up the line, so it frees up McFred to push on further and support our attacking players. And they weren't paralysed, they weren't scared that they had to protect Maguire and Lindelof as usual. And this is where the big benefit and the frustration comes with Bailly, because if he was available regularly and he could be trusted to stay injury free, we wouldn't have this problem. And it's just, this is why it's important to address this in the summer, because once we get that perfect pairing with Maguire, it will clear up a lot of the defensive issues that we have, and it will give our attacking players more options. They'll have, again, the amount of opportunities created last night for the forward players was vastly different to what they've had in recent games. And this is all from having Bailly in the team, the whole team pushing further forward, Fred and McTominay not being involved, overly concerned about the defence, and they could help out going forward, playing box to box. We also saw Diallo make his debut. Now, I did really want to see him start from the beginning, but it's okay. I guess you can't really rush these guys. I did make a joke in my previous video that I really didn't want to see Dan James in the squad, but I get why Ollie chooses him. And again, against a team like that where they gave up spaces in the second half, he was devastating, and he was impactful. And I've got nothing against Dan James, but I think we can all agree now that he's not a first team player and just about a squad player. So for me, it makes more sense to really look at our options, give Diallo more time. Next week, I hope he does start. You can see he was just getting into the game after initial issues. He was starting to make plays. He was going down the line. He was creating opportunities for our attackers. And this is what we've been missing, because we just don't have a natural winger. And with Shaw out and Tellers playing a more defensive role, he wasn't as forward as we'd like him to be. And we know what we get with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It was key that we saw some positives in Diallo. And I think, again, I'm not saying he's going to win the Ballon d'Or, but we just need to start seeing him making those steps so that we know for sure this summer whether we need Sancho or not, because that is a deal that I would like to avoid if possible. If we got the players, we've spent 40 million on him. If he can come good, then we don't need Sancho, and we can get the centre back and the CDM that we urgently need. And I just thought he was inspiring. It reminded me of Ronaldo's, and I don't want to put that kind of pressure on him, but it was just nice to see us with a winger, a proper winger in the team who had a positive impact on the game for the brief time he was on. Looking ahead, I expect the team in the return leg at Old Trafford to be completely different. As I mentioned, I expect Diallo to start, Matic, Mata, all these players, so we can give our first team a rest. Hopefully we'll see Donny in the team as well, while Bruno takes a break. Hopefully they come back from injury. We still don't, I think Pogba's still out for the rest of the month. but this is a good sign, and I would love to, if Bailly is okay, I would really love to see him start on the weekend because it would make a big difference. And I don't understand Ollie's obsession with Lindelof and Maguire. I think there's a big difference when Bailly joins the team, not just in defence, but across the team. And Maguire looks like a better defender when he's available. And I just don't feel, unless Bailly's injured, or I don't know what else it could be, he should be starting alongside Maguire. And hopefully, we got a big game this weekend. We need to start gaining the points again. Chelsea have closed in, and there's two other teams like Leicester who are on level points, and we need to make the most of our second position. We need to start finding form and winning these games again after our recent spell. We've still got a 4-point cushion on 6 points on Chelsea. We need to maximise that and not let that gap get closer. If we can stay strong for the rest of the season, barring injuries, we should comfortably finish in the top 4. And I expect us to, hopefully, if Ollie makes the proper decision of playing Diallo more, we'll have a clearer idea of who we need to sign in this transfer window. But last night was a good start. I can't, I've never, I'm not a fan of Ollie. I don't believe he has the right football philosophy for this club. It's all kind of made up as you go along. Or it's not suited, sorry. He does have a philosophy, but it doesn't suit our club long term. I'm happy they got the win last night, but it was more, they did suit his style, Sociedad, the way they played, the spaces they left behind. So I won't read too much into it, but I'm not going to not praise him for the result last night. Hopefully they keep it tidy next week in the return leg, and we get through to the next round. And whatever extra funds we get out of the Europa League will all help, hopefully in the summer, where the Glazers will properly invest in the team. But overall, last night's results, it's an A+. Bruno was fantastic. Good to see Rashford in the goals again, and I'm happy for Dan James. I just think we do need to sort out that right winger, and hopefully going forward, Diallo is the answer. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to speaking to you guys next time. Take care.